Kenya's Supreme Court delivering a judgment today on a suit that could overturn the results of last month's presidential election. Bloomberg's David Malingha joins us now to take us through the details. David, I see a couple of news lines coming through from the Supreme Court, but no overall decision just yet. So what are we expecting to hear today?
Yeah, thank you. I mean, they have started delivering the judgment. Of course, this came about after Raila Odinga, the opposition leader, rejected the outcome of last month's election, where he lost to the Deputy President William Ruto by a very narrow margin. So the lawyers closed their arguments on Friday, and what they're doing is delivering the judgment today. There are 9 issues that they have to rule on. They have gone through 3 so far, so more to come. And then after this, probably in the early afternoon, we will have the Supreme Court President, Justice Martha Koome, deliver the final verdict.
Okay, and so if Raila Odinga is successful in this legal action, if we do see a nullification of the vote that took place recently, if we see that, David, what would happen then?
If we see a nullification as per the Constitution, it means that Kenyans have to go back to the ballot within 60 days. As for markets, more notably, like we have seen in the previous election that was nullified in 2017, there was a swift reaction with the shilling taking a hit, and then the bonds also taking a hit. And it's been quite evident within this election season. Any event that has introduced some kind of uncertainty, even when Raila Odinga rejected the results and went to court, we saw a swift reaction in terms of the yields on Kenya's Eurobond, really going up almost instantly.
Okay, so obviously, yeah, we watched the Kenyan shilling and yields on Kenyan debt. We have, as you mentioned there, we've seen nullification of election results in the past in Kenya, and we've seen tense political situations develop, violence on the streets, for example. My understanding is that this has been fairly violence-free so far, but what are the fears around that?
Yeah, Kenya has had, a checkered history, especially with, vote-related protests. They have been bad in the past, particularly the one that happened in 2007, where very many people died. But this year, the election season has been largely peaceful. Before the election, during the campaigns, during the election, and then after the election, there were a little bit of skirmishes on the day the result was, declared. But after that, I remember driving around in the evening, and really people had gone home. And even this time, both Raila Odinga and William Ruto, who, if his win is upheld, will become Kenya's 5th president, have both said they will accept the verdict, which really, to their supporters, indicates, let's go back to work after this, or let's go to another election after this.